This is Des Plays, and welcome back to Card Hunter. This time we'll be taking on the Caverns of the Troglodytes. Following a rash of disappearances, the Omelette villagers are offering a reward to anyone who can clear out a troglodyte-infested cavern not far outside of town. These foul creatures are said to dine on human flesh and bone. Will you be next on the menu in the Cavern of the Troglodytes? 2 exciting battles coming this fall. Alright, so before we begin, before I read this and before we actually dive into the dungeon, I would like to point out that I have switched back to my normal account where I have bought the basic pack, which unlocks a whole bunch of new stuff to do. And I didn't feel like I thought it was kind of stupid to have to buy it twice for my other account. So I remade the characters. We have Saints, Sinisfun, and Valhalla again. But as you can see, I went back and I did the Wizard's Workshop, I think it was. The whatever dungeon we did the last time y'all were here. And I went and redid that one, but as you can see, that was not enough to get them to level 2. So these guys are still level 1 right now. However, they do have much, much better gear. And let's see some of this. Yeah, Sin has a rare weapon. Valhalla has a rare common staff. Yeah, and look at what Va has access to. She has access to magma spray. This is cone burning 3, duration 2. That means it lasts for 2 rounds, and it does 2 damage when you first attack, but it will burn 3 at the beginning of every round, which is just great. As well as this Sorcerer's Blast, 6 damage from 6 tiles away. That's great. And Sin has it's controlled overswing. This is one of my favorite cards. I don't really like that you have to discard your oldest card when you play this. However, I really do like you can do 10 damage with this card. I think we might have talked about that before. But anyways, he also has access to Righteous Frenzy. 2 of those cards as well as Sure Strike Blessing. When you attach this to this is a buff. When you attach this to a target, the target next plays a melee attack. The attack is unblockable and penetrating. That means that it doesn't trigger blocks, and it should go through their armor. Yeah, it ignores their armor. So, but unfortunately, these are only good for as well as Fragile Curse. So, when your target takes damage, this is a debuff. When your target takes damage, you add 2 to that damage. This is where this class is a lot of fun for me, the buffs and the debuffs. Not so much the attacks, because as you can see, he doesn't have anything from range. So, and he's only got 10 health. So he's going to be hanging out in the back a lot. Well, he's supposed to be. I don't know if he will, but he's supposed to be. Anyway. The Trog Cave. The Omelette Elders direct you to a lonely hillside, into which is hewn a crude opening, the location of the troublesome Trog lair. A dark tunnel snakes downward through the earth, a tunnel filled with an increasingly revolting smell. It ends with a cave, littered with human and animal remains. Rising from their haunches as you approach, 2 vile Trogs bare their filthy yellow teeth and rush to the attack. Okay, if I recall correctly, because I have done these already in co-op, these guys have spears, which means they can attack from range, which kind of sucks. So I think, but Ba has magma spray, which is great. So I think we're gonna sit tight and let them make the first move. Okay. So Va can hit him already. Saints really doesn't have a whole lot of stuff to use, so we're going to give the Righteous Frenzy to Va. Ooh, Sin. Ooh. And let's go ahead and... Do they have another move card? I don't think they do. So we will little zap this guy and see what happens. Righteous Frenzy. Nice 4 damage right there. And, okay, yeah, with the zap, she should be able to kill him. Oh, only 5. Oh, that's right, because it only adds 1 for magic damage. So we don't really want to use the magma spray. Saints, we can move you up and you can finish him off. Let us do that. Alright, so that's one down. And Va, we're going to want to move you up front in case he moves to you. So let's put you here. And the reason we want to do that is if you mouse over Magma Spray, it shows you the tiles that it will affect, and we don't want anybody to be standing in those tiles because this is a pretty bad attack. All right, so I don't think we need to move anybody else. Yeah, because we want him to end up in one of those. So we're gonna end the round. And he passed. So we don't have... It's good. Saints has all ranged attacks. Va can hit him from here. Let's go ahead and do that. Look at that! That's just great. And can she Magma Spray him? I think she can. Now, she's going to get hit, but... So look at that. 2 damage right away. And he has Burning 3 on him. So if we ended the round right now, which I'm going to do, the DOT should happen, and he will take 3 damage, and we will win. And we'll get rid of those, and that, and that. And Saints, you can get rid of this. Yep, there you go. Isn't that a great skill? I love Va's new build. She's the fire mage. Alright, let's see. You search the cavern. It is devoid of anything except for the splintered skulls and broken bones scattered around the Trog's guard post. Poking around what must be their bedrolls, you discover some battered loot secreted inside. Beyond this, the tunnels lead deeper underground. Selecting the one with the most promising downward gradient leads you onward. Alright, what do we get? And as you can see, because this is the account that I have, that I'm in the club, I get the club reward. And, whoa. Ooh. Backbiting Strike. When this card does damage, it also does 3 slashing damage to you. I don't like that. These are great cards because this is especially good for a dwarf. Because dwarves get... Saints is a human, so he starts with run. If we had a dwarf warrior, he would get, by default, he would get walk. So he would only get to move 2. Dwarves are not that mobile. So that would be a fantastic weapon for a dwarf. Not so much for him. And, let's see, this is usable by Va. Discard your oldest card. Sorcerer's Bolt. That's pretty good. So is that. Powerful Sparks, Short Spark, yeah. But 2 fumble cards, I don't want that. Oh. And this is for Sin. Let me see what Sin has right now. It's got level 2 with the Overswing and the Sure Strike Blessing and the Fragile Curse. And this would give him 2 more Righteous Frenzies. And a lot of bashes. That'll be good if we come up against skeletons, I think. Overall, I think this is better. Because the Sure Strike Blessing is nice, but Righteous Frenzy is fantastic. And we'd be getting 4 cards that do 4 damage to replace the Simple Strikes as well as the Overswing. But we'd be losing the Fragile Curse. And Fragile Curse is great. Because Righteous Frenzy you can only put on 1 person. Fragile Curse you put on the 1 target, and everybody can hit him and get that bonus damage. So I think we'll take all of this, but I don't think we're going to use any of it yet. May come back to that if we run into skeletons. Alright, Stench Cavern. You reach a large gallery You reach a large gallery cavern. Anemic beams of light filter down from cracks in the ceiling. There are many stalactites and stalagmites, as is common for such places, and it is populated by a variety of rats and bats. A band of trogs are engaged in a horrid repast in the center of the cavern. The food drops from their greasy paws as they emit shrieks of surprise and rush towards you. Okay. 3 trogs, and we have a lot of difficult terrain. This guy's kind of isolated. He's going to be able to move up on us the fastest. So we are going to need to move Sin back to here, I think. I love that card, Scuttle. Did you see that? That was Zoidberg. Okay. So if we move Saints here, he'll be in range. Do they have another move card? I'm not sure that they do. And we don't have anything to buff. We do want Va over here, I think. Yeah. Alright, because now we can magma spray him. Even though she's probably going to take a hit. Yeah, magma spray that guy. He was facing the other direction. Now Va is stuck. So Saints needs to move up to... Where does he need to move to? Move him to here. Oh, that was a bad attack. Va's probably gonna die. Yep, Va's gone. Poor Va. Alright, but that... So we're back to 2v2. Probably not the best use of the battle mage there. But... Alright, we're gonna... We're gonna move you over here. So we can try to make 2 versus 1. And we will end the round. Oh, that's bad. Sin needs to move. Damn it. Can he lunging attack somewhere? Where can Sin... Okay, so... If he does the lunging attack to this guy... And then we can have... No, that doesn't work. We will move you there. And then we will Righteous Frenzy Saints. And Saints should be able to kill that guy. Oh, tough hide. Ugh. I forget, is that an automatic? Or it's a 4+. Okay, so if he gets a good roll here, no, we need to Sure Strike blessing him. Then he'll definitely get through. So we will bless Saints. Oh, that's right, he can see him from there. And Saints can weak strike this guy. Or no, he can't. Just gotta move up on him. Put you there. And you can weak strike him. There we go. And... do we want you to go ahead and hit him? Maybe? No, you're not going to do any damage. So we'll end the round. Oh. So let's move you out of there. Maybe regroup. Okay. Alright. Righteous Frenzy Saints, and then we'll move them. Alright. Penetrating for 5. Come on. There we go. And this blocks 4? Armor 2. No, this should do it because Righteous Frenzy will add 2. Does a base damage of 2. Even if his armor blocks, which it doesn't, he's dead. The cavern is filthy and knee-deep in bat guano. Though a nauseating task, you are able to find some items of value among the detritus. Sadly, you will also discover the remains of several missing villagers. Returning these gruesome bundles to the villagers will surely bring bittersweet gratitude and heartache. Wow. Wow, that's a... Wow! Was it combustible? Attach this card to yourself, duration 3, add to... Ooh. Oh. Male fumble. I don't like that. Ooh, this would be good for... This is Sin's weapon. And this is what I was talking about before. Misguided heal. Heal 4. Heal is applied after damage. So it does 2 damage, then it heals 4. So like I said, if the damage is blocked, you get the full 4 heals. But you can't count on that. So really it's a 2 heal, which is not as good as, say, this, which is heal 3. Clumsy chop. Oh, well, so I guess that weapon really isn't that good. Uncommon arcane item. Big zap and fire spray. Common divide. Oh, what is this? Frenzy 4. Wow. Alright, so the way this works, if it's an unholy... So Righteous Frenzy just adds 2... It's a buff of 2 damage. This is a normal... This is, I guess, an unholy frenzy is what maybe what they call it. So it deals 2 damage to whoever you're buffing. So if we gave this to Saints, he would take 2 damage, but he would get Frenzy 4, which would add 4 damage to his melee attacks. But we also get this trait card, which is Demonic Revenge. You take 4 unpreventable unholy damage. I think I'd rather not have that. So I don't know if we're going to take all or use any of that, but let's see what we can put on our people. So Va has access to another arcane item. So we have that, which is Magma Spray. And let's sort by arcane item, see what else. We can give her Firestorm. What? Affects every character. That's pretty good. Force Bolt. 3 Force Bolts. This is a slide back 1 for only 1 damage. So, I mean, that's good, but then we can give her even more Magma Spray. Burning Fingers. Acid Blood. What? Whenever you take damage, you discard your oldest magic card. Okay. Target square becomes acid terrain. The character enters this terrain, they have to stop. At the start of each round, occupant discards all armor cards and takes 3 acid damage. That's pretty good. I don't know if we want that. Memory loss is a good card. Target discards their oldest card. Force bolt and zap. Big zap and penetrating zap. I kind of like her being the fire mage, so we're going to give her this. And let's see what we can give Sin. So he can use divine armor now. So we have this. Chain harness armor 2. When you roll a die for armor, add 1 to it. I don't really know what that means. So hardy mail, armor 2 with a 3+ roll, which is good. Minor heal. And armor 2, hardy mail, 3+, righteous frenzy, and healing pulse. I think that's what we want. Okay, but thick hide armor for 3+, he gets armor 2, and he can move 1. But I think we're going to go with this. Holy Nimbus. And let's see. So he's got a couple heals now. Still heavy on the buffs, not so much the attacks. I would like more fragile curses. And Saints. Saints can now use a shield. Block magic, block projectile, wounded block. Block any, add 2 to the die roll if you are below half health. Okay, so that would mean if he rolled a 3 and he was below 50%, that would be a 5. Block any. I think that sounds really good. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that. That sounds excellent. Anyways, I hope you come back next time for Lair of the Trog Wizard. And until then, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.